Greetings, my friends. Jimmer Lins here with your Source Filmmaker Tip of the Day. Today's Tip of the Day, number 40. As always, thanks for subscribing, for watching, and for all the great feedback. It is appreciated. I would like to also give a very special thanks today to YouTube user Kootra, Kootra, who has a very popular YouTube channel, and who linked to mine today from one of his, where he was doing some markerless motion capture. And he had apparently used my tutorial series and linked back to my channel as a way of saying thank you. So I really appreciate it. And to those of you who are new to my channel and came here from Kootra's, thank you, and I appreciate it, and welcome. And it took me a moment to figure out what was going on because everybody was typing meow on my channel comments, and it took me a little while to figure out just why that was happening. Apparently it's something that he does. So cool. And once I understood it, I was like, oh, okay, I understand now. So again, welcome and thank you. So today is tip of the day number 40, and I am going to show you today how you can make models move together. And I don't mean by using locks, which is one way of doing that, but when you use locks, models tend to move together in all three dimensions. Yesterday, I showed you how you can use how you can use aim constraints to cause a camera to pan and track with an object. And today I'm going to show you how to use orientation constraints to cause objects to move together while remaining physically in the same place so that you can have multiple synchronized movements on multiple models. And that's relatively easy to do. Instead of doing it with these guys, I'm just going to do it over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a camera. I'm going to just try and line it up with this line here so it's fairly straight. I'm going to create an animation set for a new model. I'm going to create a level 3 sentry. I'm going to put that sucker down here. And we'll just, let's see, need to select it. Hello, sentry. Put it here. And then I'm going to create another animation set, again, for another level 3 sentry. And I'm going to select it, and we'll put it down here. He said, there we go. Press enter, and there we are. We've got two sentries. Now, one of the things you might want to know about sentries, they have a lot of control handles on them, and the one that you're going to be interested in, there's one called toolbox root, which is actually the very bottom of the sentry, and that's the one you would want to manipulate if you want to change the entire sentry in its positioning or something like that. There's another one called root, which is you can use that to manipulate the orientation of the head of the sentry in space. So we can make it tip up and down. We can turn it from side to side. We can do other things with it. But very simply, that's the one that will allow the sentry's tripod legs to remain in place while allowing the sentry to turn and change and so forth. Now, let's say I wanted to have both of these sentries orient together so that when I move one, I move the other. Well, in order to do that, I'm just going to expand this, and I'm going to select root down here for sentry 34. And root for sentry 33, and then I'm going to go to the script editor. Now note I click one and then I control click the other. So you click on one and then control click the other, so I have both of these selected. And then I'm going to go into the script editor. We did this yesterday. If you don't have the script editor, you can go to Windows and select script editor, and this is where we can enter various Python commands to make changes to the way our models are manipulated in Source Filmmaker. Be careful with the script editor. Just like the element viewer, you can break things with this. But it's usually pretty straightforward. We need to type in a command, and this one is going to be really simple. It is sfm.OrientConstraint with a capital O and a capital C. So sfm period, capital O-R-I-E-N-T, capital C-O-N-S-T-R-A-I-N-T, then a left parentheses, then a right parentheses. There are additional arguments you can pass to it, and I would like to point you to the Valve Developer Wiki for more information about some of the things that you can do with this command. But for now, we've got both of these selected, and I'm going to hit the Submit button, and it will say Running Script. And if you don't get an error, then everything went fine. Now, I have both of these still selected, and if you do this way and then grab this thing and move it, you'll notice, okay, that's not what we wanted. And the problem is I still have both of these selected, so I need to select one or the other. So I select this one and hey, it's not moving. And that's because sentry 34, which is the one that I selected first, is the master. The one you click first is going to be the master in the master-slave relationship, and that's the one you're going to need to manipulate. So if you need to pick one to be kind of like the master that all the others will follow, then do that. But now notice if I grab this one and move it around, both sentries change orientation. Although I could move one sentry around by grabbing its root transform and dragging it about, because all I've really done is lock these two together at their root transform, and that just changes the orientation. This is the type of thing that I recommend if you're going to do this sort of thing. Do it towards the end when you have your models in place, because I can't really speak to how well it'll work with moving models around in space after you've locked their orientation together. So you're going to want to be cautious about that and save before you do it in case something gets borked and you have to go back to it. So for what it's worth, though, that is how you can add orientation constraints that cause models to follow one another and do things like this and animate together. I keyframe just some quick and dirty back and forth animation to make them look like they were dancing, he said. Of course. So there we go. So I hope you can have some fun with that and get something out of it. And that is your Source Filmmaker tip of the day, number 40, how to use orientation constraints for fun and profit. As always, I'm your friend Jimmer Lins. I thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day and enjoy using Source Filmmaker.